What up, bro, JT? Hey, man, don't look like I'm gonna be able to go to bed just yet. Man, you're so on point with this here thing, man. Oh, my brother. I just made a review of your response, man, to this very same thing you talking about. And I went back to the main page of YouTube and I saw where you had posted this video. Same thing I just got through talking about, man, about being appreciative and people of the church and how they want to treat people. I mean, I just got through doing the video, man. I mean, you'll see it. But you are so on point, man, with this guy, the big wheel. I feel you, man. I feel you on it. But I just want to say one thing, and I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to make it quick. If we will go and look at the story, go to the Bible, and read what Jesus fed the multitude. It said it was 5,000 plus, besides women and children. So that means if it had been a woman for each man and at least one child, that would have been over 15,000 people that Jesus fed out there that day. But I want you to look at some things that happened and that transpired, some of the conversation that transpired between Jesus and his disciples. It said that Jesus looked upon the people and he had what? Compassion. He didn't want to send them away hungry. For some of them had come from all around the different areas and some long distances away. And he didn't want to send them away hungry. They'd fall out being hungry. So Jesus fed every one of them. Oh, man, I feel you on this, dog. Oh, what is the church? See, the thing about it, we cannot get true Christianity mixed up with this church stuff. See, it's a difference between church folk and Christians. Christians will come to your aid, brother. Christians will do that. Church folk may not. See, it's a difference. Church folk. We need to distinguish between church folk and Christian. Christian, followers of Jesus, will have the traits of Jesus. Followers of Jesus will have the compassion that Jesus had. Not church folk. Church folk will pray for you and go on. My stomach is empty. You can pray for me, but give me something to eat. I'm hungry now. I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. Church folks and Christians, two different species. If we're going to be followers of Christ, and if we are known by the fruit. A tree is known by the fruit. And if we're going to be Christ-like, we're going to present, we're going to reflect, we're going to shine forth all of those traits that was in Jesus. And if we don't have all of them, we should be working toward them every day. Hey, man, I just had to come back. Compassion. You telling me the tithe? I ain't got nothing to tithe with. They cut my lights off. If I had money to tithe, I could keep my lights on. Oh, man. Church people. Wait a minute. Christian. Praying is fine. That's good. But if I'm hungry, I want something to eat. You can pray for me, but yet it still give me the necessary thing. It tells us that in the scripture, people. It tells us that in the scripture. Please, people. Let's not confuse church folk with Christianity, with Christians. There's a difference. Big difference. Christians going to have compassion and going to want to do. They're going to do everything that they can to help you out of a bad situation. Not ask you, where's your tithe? How can I be a blessing to you if I can't bless myself? If I'm having a hard time, how can I help anybody else? But after God has blessed me and lifted me up, then I can help you. People, it's the difference between church folk and Christian. Go back to, look at the life of Jesus. There's a big difference between what Jesus did and what those church folk did, the Pharisees. Read the story, people, for yourself. This is the Mighty Man saying peace. Goodbye.